It's taking advantage of the system. It's like
exactly, and there's no repercussions.
Even if there is a system in place to protect people, it's going to be a matter of time until people learn how to use it to their advantage and weaponize it. And it happens with just about everything. You see it with a lot of race issues. You see it with issues for DV. It's everywhere.
Now that it's found out that she made it up, people need to check her on it.
Yeah.
The other women have to, because men can't tell women what to do. We found that out. The world don't want that. So women have to hold other women accountable.
Well, we live in believe the victims first.
Yes.
But I feel like accountability needs to be in the form of, if you falsely accuse someone of something,
yes, and
it's proven or known to be false, then you should be getting the same consequences that they would have saw.
Absolutely. Fines, everything else.
On the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, we talked about how the MCU was collapsing. All right, well, guess what happened next?
What happened?
Well, Jonathan Majors apparently got arrested for DA or DV.
Yeah, DV.
DV, yeah. Push come to shove, he gets arrested. Then the victim, a couple days later, recants her statement.
So here we are. He was released. I heard he was arrested and he was released subsequently, rather quick. Do you know what caused it? The incident?
Well, apparently she was struck in the face for whatever reason it might be, allegedly.
Yeah.
But apparently that didn't happen, according to her now.
Yeah. Well, I also heard that started. I guess they went to a club or they were out, and I guess they were riding in the car, Uber, whatever it is,
yeah.
And his phone went off or something, and he was talking to some girl, and I guess she got pissed off about the whole situation.
Really?
And they got into an argument. She wanted his phone, I guess, or something like that. And things went from there, I guess. So, but I don't know, which is wild. I mean, he Creed 3.
Yeah.
We just had Ant-Man.
Yeah, he's the big bad in the MCU now.
Yeah, he's blowing up, and here it is, And
the funny thing is, these accusations will still be with him forever, because even though they're false.
Same thing with Johnny Depp. There's always going to be an asterisk next to your name because of it.
The Army, they had a campaign with Jonathan Majors running at the time, and they put out a statement saying, although we believe in innocent till proven guilty, we're going to put a pause on his campaign. I'm like, well, you just kind of
contradicted yourself.
Like so bad. It was like, if you believe in innocent till proven guilty, you shouldn't be pausing shit.
Don't say anything. So you think people are going to automatically attack you? Hey, I did a Google search, and I see that you sponsored this man. How have you guys not dropped him yet? We're waiting for all the facts to come out like a reasonable person would.
Right. Well, we're going to stop spending money. Okay. Okay. So you're unreasonable. And that's the thing. A lot of companies, they jump the gun.
Yep. See? There we go. That you don't even give it 24 hours for the story to develop. You just say, oh, TMZ dropped it. That's
a confirmation right there.
It is. That's a good, reliable source of news. So let's go ahead and just cancel this man. So this woman's destroyed this man's life, and now he's pretty much. I'm assuming his lawyer, his PR people are probably saying, "Yeah, man, you wanted to cool out for a little bit.
Yeah,
chill, kick back, let this blow over for the next few months." But he's got a lot of other projects going
on.
Well,
we live in believe the victims first.
Yes.
But I feel like accountability needs to be in the form of, if you falsely accuse someone of something,
yes, and
it's proven or known to be false, then you should be getting the same consequences that they would have saw.
Absolutely. Fines, everything else. It's getting ridiculous. You're destroying these men's lives.
Right.
And then it's look at the other side. Now then the other side says, well, then it's like, we should believe all women. You will look at the situation here, right? Not all women, just victims, period. And then it's like,
it takes away from the narrative. It takes away from that, because
exactly
you 100% want to out the goodness of your heart because you're a good person, but then you have that in the back of your head
like,
saying,
this person's taking advantage of me. They were mad in the situation, or the other person didn't do what they wanted them to do, whatever the heck happened, and this is their way of getting back at them because they don't have any power in the relationship or whatever happened. So this is how I do it. I know if I say this and this and this will happen.
Right.
Even if it's not true. And they know.
It's taking advantage of the system. It's like...
Exactly. And there's no repercussions.
Even if there is a system in place to protect people. It's going to be a matter of time until people learn how to use it to their advantage and weaponize it. And it happens with just about everything. You see it with a lot of race issues. You see it with issues for DV. It's everywhere.
Yep. It's sad because then when something legitimately does happen, nobody want to believe you. Nobody goes to back. Exactly. It's like, look, you need to, and that's what it is. Other people, it's not always just women, but other people need to hold these people accountable. Now that it's found out that she made it up, people need to check her on it.
Yeah.
The other women have to, because men can't tell women what to do. We found that out. The world don't want that. So women have to hold other women accountable. So you could say you don't care, but what if it was your brother that she said this about, or your son that a girl claimed that he did some things.
He lost his scholarship, or he lost,
destroyed his life. He's 16, 17, 18 years old, destroyed his life. You would be up in arms. You would be all over social media talking about this girl or this person is worthless. So that's what it is. Other people, they need to hold them accountable.
Oh, but accountability is hard, though, because once you go against the group, you're now ostracized from the group. So accountability in a group of supporters, example, we were talking about Sneeko previously. Mm-hmm. If you were to go against the group, now the group's coming after you because not everybody's going to think like, oh, let's hold this guy accountable. It's strength in numbers. And unfortunately, we are outnumbered by stupidity 10-1 easily.
Oh, absolutely. Because people don't have any type of free thinking for themselves. They just go into the mob mentality. There's Frankenstein.
It's safe.
It is. And I get it. Belongingness. We naturally, as humans, we want to be social animals. We want to belong. A lot of these people, especially some of these guys, have no direction. They have no purpose, which is really what it is. So what do? They latch onto some figurehead or somebody that looks reasonable.
Right. Or whatever movement or hashtag.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, and it's wild because some of these people, you talk to most of these people, they don't agree with it. But because they don't want to be alone and fearful of attack, fearful of being demonized, ostracized, and their life destroyed, they just fall in line.
Well,
just fall in line.
People don't know how to survive alone. They either don't have the resources necessary to be able to thrive, or they just don't have the know-how to think for themselves, which is the sad part. I feel like a responsibility that I feel like falls upon people like me and you would be to try to help people and teach people how to think more critically, how to do their research, how to think away from the groupthink.
Have some autonomy. Like, seriously. Just because somebody does something or believes in something similar to you doesn't mean you got to flat out agree with them. We don't always agree. We got to have different opinions. Generally, we agree with most things, but that's what makes us so unique. Why can't we debate about these things?
Right.
It stopped being about debating. It just became, let me attack this person, even if they're making valid points. And it's just
valid points, or even if the person says, well, making accusations.
Yeah.
It's a sad world we live in, but I'm not going to stand for anybody's mob attack. No.
They're not going to bend, not going to give in, because that's what it is. They just think, well, if we attack this person enough, they'll apologize, or they'll join the group.
Yeah, they'll bend the knee like Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, and they'll go away and shoot. It's not like, not everyone's gonna skate by like that. No, some of us will stand up for that shit because we fail for everything else in our lives. So never again.
Absolutely not.
Never again.
Well, with that said, hopefully Jonathan Majors gets back on track and
it's cleared up, man. Sucks though, man. Golly.
Yeah, the world we live in. Anyways, Malcolm Eugene, that's my name.
Yeah. Will Robertson.
Subscribe, like, comment, all that fancy stuff. Share this. I think that's most important. Share this with your friends.
Please. Thank you.
Yeah, we are outro.